Hey guys, it's me, your Action Master Productions again. I know I haven't done a lot of videos for a quite long time. Actually, I did do some videos, but I haven't really talked about anything, I haven't done any updates and all that stuff. And of course I saw Batman. So that movie was really epic. Really epic. And I'm not just saying this because I really was waiting for this movie a long time. I say this because it was an epic movie. And every character in this movie was really epic. Of course, Batman was epic. And yeah, Bane, he was a freaking menacing dude. He was really bad. And I think he was as good as the Joker. And people just say, Joker is the best character and it will always be the best character. But in my opinion, that's not really fair because, of course, the Joker is the most iconic villain in the whole comics section, probably. I mean, which Marvel character is iconic? I mean, which Marvel villain is iconic? Loki. No one knew about Loki before the Avengers, so yeah. Joker is the most iconic villain in the whole comic section, or especially this DC or Batman section, but still, Bane was very good. I mean, Heath Ledger was really good as the Joker, but Tom Hardy was also really good as Bane. So I think both really did a great job in their own ways. I mean, Bane has a way different tone and way different aspects and motivation as the Joker. The Joker just wants to spread out chaos and hurt people physically, not physically, or whatever, he wants to play with the minds of his victims. And Bane just, wants to hurt people physically. He just breaks everyone. Not giving away any spoilers, but, Bane and Batman fighting is really epic. And the people who already saw this movie, please don't post any spoilers, or if you do, just, post a big spoiler alert and then, whatever. You know how this goes, because some people still haven't seen this movie, so respect that, because these people probably want to see this movie and don't be like, oh yeah, I already know what happened, so great. Yeah, so everyone in this movie was great. The music was absolutely epic. Catwoman was, damn, she was hot. And I'm not saying this like, oh my god, I'm a fanboy and Catwoman is hot because she's hot, but Anne Hathaway really did her job as Catwoman. And I know, everybody was bitching about her at the beginning, and in the trailers they were like, oh, never as good as Michelle Pfeiffer. And, I never really cared about Michelle Pfeiffer, never really cared about the old Batman movies. I did like some, I like the Joker, Jack Nicholson as the Joker was really epic. Every Joker we get is epic, the Joker in the animated series by Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, he's epic. Then we get Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight, he's epic. And then we get Jack Nicholson in Batman, and he's also epic. So every Joker was really made great and shown great. So back to Catwoman. Catwoman was really good. Anne Hathaway did her job. Everyone was bitching about her, but that's always like people are, They see The Dark Knight, they think like, oh my god, it's so amazing, how is it going to be topped? And then they see Catwoman, they're not sure about her, and then they start bitching. But she was great. Everyone, all of them on the poster, they were all great. I can't say that I'm not going to say who was in the movie or who wasn't in the movie, because then this would be a spoiler. But, Gary Oldman was great as Commissioner Gordon, and John Blake was really good. I mean, I didn't really care about John Blake, to be honest, because there's so many characters to care for, but John Blake really was a character that stood out of all of them, in a positive way. So all in all, I would give this movie a 10 out of 10 because it was just epic. Music was epic, action was epic, Bane blowing everything up, blowing up the football field, blowing up the bridges, blowing up the everything, blowing up stuff. Yeah, that's what Bane does because he's a freaking badass, And yeah, well, everything, this movie was just emotionally so hardly driven emotionally. And the ending was perfect. Okay, so Lego wise, I don't really know. Bane. Yeah, okay, I painted these. Catwoman sucks. She really does, but Bane is cool. You know, whatever. Lego wise, I did the Lego trailer. Wait a second. Look at this. Really epic, isn't it? Yeah. All my clones. Yeah, and then we have the Hulk here. You know, the Hulk is down there, but whatever. And then we have this guy here, TC14, and he's still in his plastic baggie. But I built him in his plastic baggie, so oh, look at him. He's sweet. And yeah, this is the way I did. What the hell? Yeah, Two-Face and all the other characters. I was doing a little, yeah, whatever, I don't even know what I did. Here are some scenes from the trailer. I built this thing, you know, whatever. And this is the interrogation room. Joker and Batman are talking. And then we have the Batman Dark Knight Rises poster. So, it really Monique, yeah, whatever, really was epic movie, epic thing. And some people have been asking me, one person actually asked me how I did the green screen animation at the beginning of the trailer. Well, I said it was a green screen animation. It was done with After Effects. Yeah, After Effects, and yeah, I did some stuff with After Effects, so yeah. I don't really know what I'm going to do next. To be honest, I have no idea. But maybe I'm going to do some stop motion videos, because I really like to do stop motion films at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to crank up a bass again, because I honestly, well, I didn't even tell you this, but I renovated my room, so that means, you know, some Lego, why am I doing this all the time? Some of my Lego stuff is filled anywhere and everywhere. So I don't know if I can crank up a bass, but maybe I build something small, you know, I don't know, maybe. Let's see. And up there are the Beatles. And there's Darth Vader. Darth Vader. So yeah, hope you guys are doing great. I'm of course also sorry to all the victims that died in Colorado. Aurora in Colorado. It was really terrible, and I'm so sorry for all the people who lost someone in that shooting. And yes, I hope you guys are doing great and stay fine, and thanks for all the support. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I forgot a lot of things because I haven't talked to you for a long time, but hey, whatever. No, of course I'm going to do 800 subscribers special, maybe in FHQ or whatever. Maybe, let's see.